Good evening, all. This is Pitambar Nachatan Pishayadi from PDM Advisors Private Limited. So let us analyze USD INR, dollar index, Nifty, Bank Nifty, and few stocks which have given, which are can be focused for tomorrow, trading either upside or downside or sideways. So let us analyze the stocks one by one. So the first stock that we have taken is USD INR. That is the November expiry. You can see here that the market is trading in a range bound range, a narrow range for the past 3 days. So a bullish view can be taken if the stock closes above 82.23, and a bearish view can be taken when the stock closes below 80.48. Now, if you look at the dollar index is also edging towards 108.13, which is a resistance. If this level is breached, then you can see the the dollar index moving up to 110, and the next resistance would be 113. And if it comes down, the support would be 105, 102, and 100. Now, if you look into Nifty, if you look into Nifty, Nifty has Nifty has three resistance at 18,414, 18,497, and 18,648, and three supports at 17,840, 17,140, and 16,791. So a major up move is the Nifty is expected to take a major resistance at 18,414 and 497, and if it's there are every chances that it will go to this level and then again come down. Now, if you take the case of Bank Nifty has a resistance at 38,000. 43,338.45, and the support is at 42,091. If this level is breached, then it can come down to 41,419. So for the time being, it would be range bound between 42,091 and 43,338. Now let us see the stocks which has come into our radar for bullish, for taking a bullish trade tomorrow. So let us take the first case of BEL, Bharat Electronics. So you can see here that Bharat Electronics is at a support level at the exact support of 105.67, and the market is trading at 107.45. Today it made a low of 105.05 and then bounced back. So there is every probability that the market can go to 113.08 if the market does not breach 105.65. And if this level is breached, then you can expect the market to come down to 95 or 90 levels. The second stock on the radar is BPCL. In BPCL also you can see that the stock is coming down again to the 302 level. So it will take a support at 302 level, and it can bounce back to 319 level, 320 levels. If this level is breached, again you can see 10 to 15% correction if it falls below 302.50. The third stock which is in the radar is BSoft. Again, it is at the support level of 271, and the last traded price is 274. If this 271 level is reached on the closing basis, then the stock can correct up to 25 to 30 rupees. And if we take a support here, it can move up to 305 rupees, which is approximately 10%. So here you have a getting in a probability of getting 10% up move or 10% down move depending upon the close of the candle tomorrow. The fourth stock in our radar is Exide Industries. Exide Industries is had moved up and now it is coming down. If it takes a support at 178 level, then you can go long with a target of 10 to 15% on the down upside. And if this 178.10 level is breached, then it can come down to 168 levels. The next stock on the radar for being bullish is HDFC Bank. Similarly, HDFC Bank is trading above all the six super trends and it's coming to the support level of 1584 because as the closing is 1595. If it takes a support at 1584, then you can expect another 10% up move on the upper side. And if this level is breached, then it can come down to 1517 levels. The next stock on the radar is Intellect. Here also you can see that the stock is at the support level of 432.31, closing at 434. It made a low of 430 today but bounced back at 434. So if it takes a support here, you can expect the market to go to 493, and if this level is breached, then you can expect the market to go down by 10%. That would be around 390 levels. The next stock on the radar is RBL Bank. You can see here that RBL Bank made a low of 138.20, which is our support level, and then bounced back to 141 level. So here, if it takes a support here, you can expect 8 to 10% more on the upper side. And if this level of 138.69 is breached, then you can expect the market to come to 125 levels. So we had 7 stocks which are on the close to the uh, for going on the bullish side, and now let us look at the stock where we can go on the bearish side. Birch Paint is the first stock on the radar. So you can see that Berger Paint is at the resistance level, the resistance being 611.72, and the stock was trading at 609.65. The high made is 611 today. So if this resistance is not breached, then you can expect the stock to come down to 553 levels, and if the resistance is breached, then you can expect it move to 639 levels. The next stock on the radar is Hind Copper. Here Hind Copper is facing a resistance at 114.40, the closing being 112.00. If it take a resistance here, then it can come down to 97 levels, and if the resistance is breached, then it can go to 123 levels. So here we will be having both the opportunity of move on either side. The next stock in the list is IBUL Housing Finance. Here, the resistance is at 129.05 and the last traded price is 125. If the resistance is not breached, then you can expect the market to come down to 107 levels. And if the resistance is breached and it closes above 129, then you can expect the market to go to 140 levels. The next stock on the radar is ICICI Bank. Here ICICI Bank is facing two resistance. If you see today that it made a high of 926 but then closed at 923, just below your resistance of 924. And since there are two resistance at 924 and 929, the probability of taking it resistance is very great. And if the resistance is taken, then the stock can come down to 857 levels. So we had 4 stocks which were near the resistance and we plan to take a trade accordingly. Now let us look at stocks where we can have a trade either on the upside or on the downside. The first stock is basically BHEL. The BHEL has given us up move here, but here we have to be very careful that we don't enter a trade immediately tomorrow. Let it retrace a bit and then we take a trade for an up move of 10 to 15%. The second stock is Colpal. Here, the Colpal is facing a resistance of 1000 If this level is breached, then it can go to 1664, and if the resistance is not breached, then the stock can come to 1461. So, initiating a trade around 1598 would be advisable in this case. The next stock on the radar is Dabur. Dabur is also in the range bound market. Its resistance is at 558, and if it takes a resistance at 558, then you can expect the market to come to 524 levels. And if 558 level is breached, the stock can move to 582 levels. So you can take a direction depending upon the close above or below the super trend of 558 level. The next stock is GNFC. Now GNFC is exactly on the resistance level of 595. It's closed at 592 levels. If this level is breached, it can go up to 723. It can go up to 659 levels, and if this level is not breached, it can come down to 526 levels. So you have an opportunity on either side depending upon which side the breakout is given. The next stock on the radar is Hero MotoCorp. Hero MotoCorp is exactly on the support line. So if this level is breached, the stock can come down to 2537 levels. And if it takes a support, the market can move to 28,000, So you have good move on either side. Sufficient movement is possible on either side. The next stock on the radar is IDFC. The IGFC is exactly on the near the resistance level of 79.84, the close being 78.95. If this level is breached, you can get a 10% move on the upside, and if it fails to breach this level, you can expect the market to come down to 71 levels. So here substantially 8 to 9% move on either side is possible in this counter. The next stock is LNTFH. Again, LNTFH is very near to the support of 80.17, the closing being 81. Today it made a low of 80.10 and then bounced back. So if it breaches this level, then the stock can come down to 74 levels. And if this level is not breached, the stock can move to 88 levels. So on either side, you have 8 to 10% possible move. Now let us see the stocks where breakdown was given in today. So here you can see the DLF has given a breakdown on the lower side. So we have to wait patiently for a slight retracement on the upper side and then create a position with the resistance being 404. If the market moves to around 400 or 402, you can take a sell position with a small stop loss. The next stock on the radar is Ramco Cement. Here again, it is on the verge of the reversal. It can either move on the upside or on the downside. Today also it went up to 681 levels, but then closed below 666. So this is why we say that closing of the candle is important. In the daytime, you would have seen that it has given a uptrend, and some people would have gone long. So always take a position based on the closing basis and not on the intraday basis. So we have to be patient when we want to take a trade here. So if the market closes above this level, you can expect a target of 719, and if the market fails to cross this level, then you can expect a target you find the stock to come down to 595 levels. So on either side you have a good potential move. The next stock on the radar is Wipro. Wipro has given a reversal today at 390. When the market closed at 388, the reversal price is 395. So whenever the market moves to a bit higher, to say 390 to 393, you can take a position, because it has two resistance, one at 401 and the other at 395. So the probability of it crossing these levels are very small. So you can expect around 8 to 10 downward move in Wipro. The next counter we have to see on the bullish side is HDFC AMC. HDFC AMC has given a bullish trend today, but wait for a little retracement on the downside, and you can create a position anywhere between 2025 or 2030 for a target of 2236. So it's a substantial 10% move on the upper side. So we have to wait patiently for a slight retracement before taking any position. Hindustan Lever is the next stock on the radar. So it has given an upside move today, uptrend today, but we have to wait patiently for a small retracement before entering into the long trade for a target of 2630. So you can expect at least 100 points more on the upside. Here it would be only 5%, but that move would be good if you are trading in futures. The next stock on the radar is, and the last stock is IndusInd Bank, which has given an uptrend today. So it's about trading above all the six super trends. So whenever there is a slight retracement, you can go long this in this counter for a 8 to 10% up move. So we have discussed approximately 24 scripts which are near the sub resistance or near the support, or which has given a breakout. So this video has been prepared mainly for the educational purpose, for people to understand how to filter out the stocks using the 6 super trend for taking positions. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and if you feel that the content is good enough, then kindly share it with your friends and relatives and help them to trade in a simple and systematic way. Thank you for watching.